Welcome back. We're going back in time this morning. How about that? Joining us today are Beth Harris and Aaron Sowers, and they are docents with the historic Rosedale, and they're here to talk about Civil War living history. There's a wonderful event happening this weekend here in Charlotte, and we're going to tell you more about that. Beth, perhaps you better explain exactly what's happening at historic Rosedale.
Yes, we are doing a Civil War living history based on the end of the war, 1865. Rosedale is right in the heart of Charlotte, 3 miles from uptown, so we can't really do a battle. We'd shatter windows around us.
Exactly, yes.
But we are doing the end of the war, where Charlotte is filled with the Confederate cabinet fleeing, so we have a man portraying Jefferson Davis. Charlotte is filled with refugees. The sons of the family who owned Rosedale are trying to make their way home from the front. We have people like Mr. Crothers who are trying to get to the north, who've been brought south, perhaps through some very difficult circumstances. So we have a whole array of different activities. The 30th North Carolina Military and their civilian arm will also be doing demonstrations of flags, firearms, uniforms, so a lot going on.
Oh, well, and Aaron, you'll be on site there to talk with people who come to visit and to see, and all, and you're interpreting this character. Tell us more about the character you're interpreting, and you're in costume right now, too, so tell us a little bit more about that.
Well, I'll be portraying a character by the name of Samuel Carruthers, who was brought to the South on fugitive slave law, which means that if someone finds you as a slave, they can bring you back down to the South if you want, to get that money as a slave hunter. And he's just trying to make his way back to Philadelphia since the troops have come through Charlotte by this time. And he actually sends word to his wife to actually help him get back up to Philadelphia. He's actually a very, very trained musician and a very well-spoken gentleman.
Wow.
Yes.
Okay. And there will be other interpreters out there as well.
Be.
How many would you say?
Well, we're actually having a fugitive kind of town going on, and we also have a few, you want to say, camps from the troops. They'll be camping out there. We'll have an entire platoon. There's a couple other people that might be well-known faces, like we will have Jefferson Davis out there as well.
I was just saying, that's interesting.
And we have two authors, Michael Hardy, who wrote Civil War Charlotte, an award-winning book, will be there. Nancy Brewer of the Carolina Reign series, she will be there, and she will be giving a first-person interpretation and character. And another lady named Kelly Henson, who she portrays Anna Morrison Jackson, Stonewall Jackson's widow at this point, at the end of the war, who was from Charlotte. Many people don't know that. Her father was a Presbyterian pastor, and so she was one of Charlotte's most beloved figures up through the end of the 19th century. So we have a lady who's portraying her. So we, again, have a lot going on. Bring your family. It'll be a fun day. You can make a full day of it.
Oh, and it's going to be great weather, I understand, this weekend.
Yes.
Let me ask you this, Beth. There may be some folks out there who may not be familiar with historic Rosedale, so give us a better idea of just what that is.
Rosedale is a fantastic gem in Charlotte that many people don't know about. We are a federal home that was privately occupied from 1815 until 1986. We then underwent a 6-year, $1 million restoration, and so people can come, they can tour the Plantation house. That's part of the events as well. For an extra $2, you can do a full tour of the home. It's got some really incredible features and really garnered national attention during its restoration. It has 3 rooms of original wallpaper. It has some beautiful faux mahogany painting in the home that they were able to uncover and save. So you need to check it out. Again, just 3 miles out North Tryon Street from uptown Charlotte. I
pass it all the time. Beth, Aaron, thank you so much for being here. And again, it's Civil War Living History. It is this weekend, Saturday 9 to 4, and then Sunday 11 to 4. Admission's only $6 to $10. You can add a Plantation House tour for just $2. It is a wonderful place. If you've never been there, it's a great way to step back into history. And here in Charlotte, we don't understand sometimes just how much history we do have. Anyway, thank you all so much for being with us. 8:15. We'll be right back.